Have you ever wondered what lies beneath the dark blue waves between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico? A place where ships vanish without a trace and planes disappear from clear skies. A region that has puzzled scientists, terrified sailors, and inspired storytellers for decades. This is not a legend from a forgotten civilization. It's a real place on Earth. Welcome to the Bermuda Triangle, also called the Devil's Triangle. A stretch of ocean so mysterious that its name alone sparks fear and fascination around the world. But what is the truth behind this enigma? Is it a gateway to another dimension? A natural trap of magnetic forces? Or simply one of nature's great coincidences, amplified by human imagination? Tonight, we journey deep into the history and mystery of the Bermuda Triangle, tracing its earliest stories, strange disappearances, scientific theories, and the haunting questions that still remain unanswered. The story of the Bermuda Triangle doesn't begin in the 20th century. Its roots reach far back, even before modern navigation. When Christopher Columbus sailed across the Atlantic in 1492, he recorded strange events in his ship's log while crossing these waters. His compass began to spin wildly, pointing in directions that made no sense. His crew saw strange lights floating above the sea, glowing orbs that danced and then vanished. Columbus described these phenomena as flames in the sky and unearthly movements of the needle. These were the first written accounts of what we now call the Bermuda Triangle. To the early sailors, these signs were omens, the whispers of gods or the work of demons beneath the ocean. They called this stretch of sea the haunted waters. As centuries passed, stories continued to emerge. Ships found adrift with no crew, mysterious storms that appeared out of nowhere, and sailors who claimed to hear voices calling from beneath the waves. In the 19th century, the legend of the Triangle grew stronger. One of the earliest and most famous disappearances was that of the USS Cyclops. In 1918, this massive American naval ship carrying 309 men and 10,000 tons of manganese ore vanished without a trace while traveling from Barbados to Baltimore. No distress call, no wreckage, just silence. It remains the largest non-combat loss of life in U.S. naval history. The U.S. Navy later said, "Only God and the sea know what happened to the great ship." Another strange case came in 1881 with the Ellen Austin, a sailing ship that encountered a ghost vessel drifting aimlessly in the Atlantic. When the crew boarded the derelict ship, they found food, clothes, and personal items still in place, but no one aboard. The captain decided to tow the mysterious ship back, placing some of his own men on board to guide it. But during a storm, the two ships were separated. When the Ellen Austin finally found the ghost ship again, it was empty once more. The men who had boarded it had vanished. Coincidence or something more sinister? The Bermuda Triangle truly became a household name after December 5, 1945. That day, Flight 19, a group of 5 U.S. Navy bombers, took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, for a routine training mission. It was a clear afternoon. The pilots were experienced. But as the mission went on, their compasses started failing. Radio messages from the pilots were recorded in panic. "We can't be sure of our position. Everything looks strange. Even the ocean looks different." Minutes later, radio contact was lost. 5 planes disappeared, and so did the rescue plane sent to find them. In total, 27 men were lost. No wreckage was ever found. This event ignited global attention. Newspapers called the region the Sea of Doom. Soon, hundreds of disappearances were linked to the same triangle of ocean. Over the decades, the list of mysterious vanishings grew longer. The British passenger aircraft, Star Tiger, vanished in 1948 with 31 people on board. Another plane, the Star Ariel, disappeared just a year later under clear skies, with no mayday call. The Marine Sulphur Queen, a 425-foot tanker ship with 39 men aboard, vanished in 1963 while carrying molten sulfur. The only evidence found was a few life jackets. In 1967, the cabin cruiser Witchcraft reported seeing strange lights just 1 mile off Miami before contact was lost. The Coast Guard reached the spot within 20 minutes, but the boat was gone. Again and again, the same story. No distress calls, no wreckage, no survivors. How could so many vessels vanish in such a busy part of the ocean? The Bermuda Triangle's mysteries gave rise to countless theories, both scientific and supernatural. The simplest explanation is human error, navigation mistakes, bad weather, and mechanical failure. Many experts believe pilots and sailors simply got lost, overreacted, or misjudged distances in an area known for shifting currents and unpredictable weather. Others point to compass variations. The triangle is one of the few places on Earth where true north and magnetic north align, confusing compasses and leading to disorientation. Some scientists suggest methane gas bubbles as a cause. Large deposits of methane hydrate lie beneath the ocean floor, and if these gases erupt, they can reduce water density, causing ships to lose buoyancy and sink instantly without a trace. Such eruptions could also cause engine failure in aircraft flying overhead. Another possibility is rogue waves, sudden, towering walls of water up to 100 feet high that could easily destroy even large ships. And of course, the Atlantic is notorious for sudden storms and hurricanes that appear without warning and vanish just as quickly. But not all theories are natural. Some writers claim that beneath the Bermuda Triangle lies the lost city of Atlantis, a civilization with powerful energy crystals that interfere with modern instruments. They say the strange lights, spinning compasses, and electronic malfunctions are signs of ancient technology still active under the sea. Others believe the triangle is a gateway between dimensions, a place where UFOs or time portals exist. Some reports mention radar blips showing unknown objects rising from the ocean and vanishing into the clouds. A few pilots claim to see strange mists or tunnels of light before disappearing from radar. Impossible? Maybe, but those who witnessed it swear by their experiences. In the 1970s and 1980s, scientists began serious research into the triangle. The U.S. Coast Guard, NOAA, and several universities analyzed ship and plane losses in the area. Their findings were surprising. Statistically, the number of disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle was no higher than in any other heavily traveled part of the ocean. They concluded that human error, bad weather, and natural geography could explain most cases. Yet even with modern technology, not all mysteries have been solved. There are cases where black boxes were never found. Radio contact was clear one moment and gone the next, and radar images simply faded away. Even in the 21st century, the Bermuda Triangle continues to haunt us. In 2003, a Piper aircraft vanished while flying from the Bahamas to Florida. In 2015, the cargo ship El Faro disappeared near the triangle with 33 people aboard. Wreckage was later found at the bottom of the sea, but the sudden loss of communication and navigation failures reignited debate about the triangle's power. Each time tragedy strikes, the legend rises again. Some scientists and mystics believe the Earth has energy grids, invisible lines connecting powerful natural points, known as ley lines or vortices. The Bermuda Triangle may sit on one of these intersections. These energy points might distort time, space, or electromagnetic signals, creating temporary portals or time slips. Pilots have reported moments where time seemed to slow down, instruments froze, or clouds formed perfect circular tunnels. One famous case is pilot Bruce Gernon, who in 1970 claimed his plane was pulled into a swirling cloud tunnel over the Bahamas. When he emerged, his instruments showed he had traveled more than 100 miles in seconds, as if time had folded. He believed he had passed through a time vortex in the Bermuda Triangle. In 2001, Canadian researchers discovered what appeared to be pyramid-like structures on the ocean floor near Cuba, within the boundaries of the triangle. Using sonar imaging, they saw symmetrical shapes resembling massive stone blocks and pyramids. Could these ruins belong to a lost civilization? Maybe Atlantis? No conclusive proof has been found, but the discovery renewed interest in ancient myths tied to the area. Some suggest that the pyramids generate magnetic or energy fields, explaining the strange phenomena experienced by ships and aircraft. Beyond science, Many people turn to the supernatural. Some believe the triangle is cursed, perhaps by ancient spirits or those lost at sea. Old legends tell of massive creatures, tentacled beasts, or glowing serpents that rise from the depths. Others imagine time loops or rifts where time folds, swallowing ships and returning them centuries later. While these theories sound like fantasy, they keep the mystery alive and feed humanity's endless curiosity. Skeptics argue that the Bermuda Triangle's reputation is built on exaggeration and selective storytelling. Many mystery cases were later explained by storms, engine failure, or navigational mistakes. Some reports were even fictional or misreported. But believers counter that not all disappearances have logical explanations, and too many coincidences exist to dismiss entirely. Whether natural or supernatural, the Bermuda Triangle has captured our imagination for a reason. It symbolizes the unknown, the edge of human understanding where logic meets mystery. So what is the Bermuda Triangle? A scientific anomaly? A portal between worlds? Or a psychological mirror reflecting humanity's fear of the unknown? Maybe it's all of these things, or none. Perhaps the real power of the triangle lies not in its waters but in its story, how it unites fact and fantasy, fear and wonder. Every time a ship vanishes or a compass spins without reason, we are reminded that the Earth still holds secrets, secrets that no technology, no satellite, no science has fully explained. The Bermuda Triangle remains a riddle written by the ocean itself, one that whispers to every traveler who dares to cross it. Do you believe? Thank you for joining this deep exploration into the history and mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. If you enjoyed this journey through history, legends, and science, remember to like, subscribe, and share this video. Because the more we uncover, the more mysteries the world reveals. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and never stop exploring the unknown.